Welcome back to Talk of the Town. We are joined by Mr. Michael Cole, GM here of Hargray in Hilton Head. And so when one thinks of Hargray, they sometimes think of Bluffton. Bluffton being the sort of where it's located. You guys have a hub right here.
That's
and
exactly right.
We are bringing like the local hands-on feel to Hargray here in Hilton Head. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So we have been investing a tremendous amount in Hilton Head. And so folks have been driving down 278. They've probably noticed there's this building, they're renovating it, working out what's going on. And so that's right. So we've got a brand new retail center that we've opened up just this past month, right there next to the Fresh Market Shops off William Hilton Parkway. And so we're super excited about that. We've got an office on the second floor that really has our operations and sales folks. So when you talk to folks about Hargray and Hilton Head, you're more than likely talking to or working with someone who is on Hilton Head. So that's a big deal to us.
And that's a nice change. Yeah. That's a really nice change. And it's so easy to get in and out of that parking lot in that space there.
Yep.
So Hargray has been one of those staples in the community. You all have really invested a lot. Everywhere you go, every sporting event, everything that is Hargray is a part of that. And so you all have really kind of taken a lot of weight into the work, play, live.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So
part of Hilton Head here.
70 years of history here, right? I mean, that's a big deal.
That's a big deal. Nobody has 70 years of history.
That's right, you know, so it's 70 years, and so for us it's important that we're a part of the community, because we've always been a part of the community, so we don't lose sight of that. And I think it's important for folks to understand that, yeah, we serve the community, but we live here. I live here. You know, I moved with my family down here in January, and many of the folks that work in my office also live in Hilton Head or the surrounding community. So it's a big deal to us.
So transplant, where'd you transplant from?
Charlotte. Yeah,
okay, so that wasn't too far.
No, 4 hours, not bad at all.
Yeah. How's the change for you?
It's been great. So we've got 2 small kids, and my wife.
What a community, huh?
Love it. It's awesome. Daughter just started school here on the island in kindergarten. And so being able to go and enjoy all the amenities the Low Country has is really
it's pretty magical
else.
here.
It is.
It's
fantastic.
Pretty magical here. So you all also have a space there. People are always looking for where their organization can meet. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So we've got a community room, and the idea was that we really wanted a place where local groups and organizations could gather. If they needed a space for a board meeting or an info session, whatever it may be, they can take advantage of that, because we really pride ourselves on partnering with these groups. And so it's a great opportunity for us to have a space that they can leverage and take advantage of.
And that's something they can just stop in and work out?
Yeah, so we've got a community coordinator. Her name is Erica Pepper. That's right.
What a great name, Erica Pepper.
Yeah, easy to remember.
Hard to forget, right?
Yeah,
Erica
that's
Pepper.
right. Yeah. And so you coordinate with her, and she'll get you on the calendar and make sure you're taken care of.
Perfect.
Yep.
Now let's talk a little bit about the tech side of things. You know, it's always like, get your internet faster. You need faster. Is your internet slow? Let's talk a little bit about, like, what does internet speed really mean, and how are you all sort of breaking ground with that?
Yeah. So you know, I think about, there's like 3 numbers that stand out. So 15, 2020, and 50. And so the last several years, the average number of devices in the home were 15. By the end of 2020, that's estimated to go up to be as high as 50 devices.
Devices in the house.
In the house, right? And so we think about the need for speed. It's like a superhighway. And the slower speed you have, the more congested that highway is. And with all those devices, they're not able to get the bandwidth they need to operate.
You get the circle, the pinwheel of death.
You got it. And nothing is more frustrating than when technology does not work for you, right? Like, it's the worst. So, so we've invested a tremendous amount in bringing fiber to the home. So we're able to provide speeds up to 1 gigabit, which really puts us on the map as one of the fastest communities in the country.
How do you bring fiber to the home?
So so we bury it. So we've got conduit that we're laying, and we're running it through the ground, and then we're installing it directly into the home.
And is more of it is being laid down? Is that kind of what's happening?
Yeah. So we're going through, by the end of this year, our goal is to have 2/3 of Hilton Head with access to fiber to the home technology, and it's a huge deal, because you think about property value, you think about business, you think about, you know, home ownership. You know, people are able now to work remote, right? And so
everybody's working remotely.
Great place for somebody to come and live and be able to work remote here in Hilton Head, right? Really makes it a destination. Not have to go to an internet
cafe anymore.
That's right. And so whether people are video conferencing, you're Skyping with your kids or your grandkids,
it needs to be real time.
Got to have it. And so many people work from home these days. It's imperative. And so it really, it's in a lot of ways, it's folks' lifeblood.
Yeah.
You have to have it.
You certainly do. So people can just stop by? They can just come on by the new office there on 278?
That's exactly right. Come by, see us. We've got interactive displays. We've got an education center. We're partnering with the communities.
There's so much to learn about this. There really is.
There is. I mean,
we're so much to learn about this.
Spending so much time and energy on really making this something that we think that the community will love taking advantage of.
Yeah.
And we built it with the community in mind. That's right.
Understand.
Because that's really the key to this. You're exactly right. Is a lot of people think it's the internet, it just works.
No.
But there's so much that goes into it, and there's so much change that's happened over the last 5, 10, 15 years.
And it's constantly changing. So knowing you guys are knowledgeable about that is huge.
You got it.
Michael Cole, GM, Hargray. So good to have you here.
Thank you very much. Pleasure.
We'll be right back with more Talk of the Town.